Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Women Crushing It Wednesdays. How's everybody doing tonight? Thank you for
Hey,
joining
ready.
us.
Good.
Bhakti Republic, how are you, girl? How are
I'm
you? We're
good.
gonna start
I'm
with you.
good.
What's going on in your world?
I am like I'm awake. As we talked about, I'm good. I'm not caffeinated, but I'm awake. No, I'm excited because we had a good weekend of boxing. And there's more boxing coming. Lots to talk about. We're going to have some really great guests, which I love that you lined that up for us. But yeah, just lots and lots of boxing news, lots going on Twitter. Twitter never lets us down. Boxing Twitter is always on. So you got to love that.
Oh, always on. Even when we don't want them to be on, they're always on.
Exactly.
And knockouts with Nika. What's going on in your world?
You finished taking this sip. I'm good.
She's thirsty,
I'm
guys.
good.
Hold on a second.
I'm good. Can't complain. It's a Wednesday, almost Friday. So
Yes.
yeah, let's talk some boxing.
Absolutely. We do have a great show, ladies, like we were talking about. We have three guests, but the last one is a surprise guest going to come on. I guess we could say, Chiccn, she just won this last weekend, Shurretta Metcalf, and she's excited. She called out somebody, and we'll let her tell us about it because she's like totally
Come
hyped.
on here and talk her shit. She got to come on here and talk.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what she's gonna
She
do.
does it so
That's
well.
exactly what she's gonna do. So it's
Oh,
gonna be a good show. But
yeah,
what were
absolutely.
you say, Nancy?
No, I was just going to say, absolutely. She's always got something to say. She had a lot to say on Saturday, and I absolutely loved it.
She did. She's not afraid to tell you what's on her mind. That's for sure. And y'all have to go back and look at the replay of the fight and her shout out and stuff because the girl's funny. She's on fire. But before we get to that, OG Sinister, hello, our favorite boxing ladies, holding it down. Appreciate you so much. And Punch Mullet, hello, thank you for tuning in. Before we get our guests on, what have y'all seen in the news? What are we talking about right now? What are you talking about, Nika?
Well, I was trying when we tried it before we started. I saw that Heather Hardy has to get out of her fight because I think she said she fell and hurt her wrist, and she posted some pictures online, and her wrist looked like it was messed up. She had it in a cast, and she was supposed to be fighting Terry Harper, and this is going to be like Terry Harper's step up in weight fight, if I'm not mistaken. So which was supposed to be March 13th. So I don't know who they're gonna have to step in, or if they're gonna reschedule the fight.
Because really, that's right around the corner for a fight of this magnitude. They're gonna have to dig deep in their pockets.
That's gotta be. They gotta get somebody who, if you stay ready, you gotta get ready type person, because March 13th is definitely around the corner. So,
which in theory it sounds really good, but like some of these guys are like, and they're not girls, they're not ready, but hopefully they are. Thank you, Clarence McLean. And Nancy, what have you seen going on in the headlines and
so
boxing world?
So much going on. It looks like we finally have a definitive in terms of why Ryan is leaving Eddie. So I was,
because I'm still curious for the real reason.
Yeah,
you got the real
well,
reason.
First of all,
the inside scoop.
I think I do. It looks like it's official. So first of all, I'll tell you that I really like that the fighters are doing a bit of a better job of coming out and clarifying things, right? Because we know that, boxing Twitter goes crazy and, hashtag sources say information. And so we're right. So we're seeing sources say we're seeing a lot of boxers and, business managers and the like just clear the air and be clear. Nope, that's not happening, or nope, that didn't occur, or yes, it did, right? So one of the things that we did see was Ryan Garcia clarifying and just, I don't know if clarifying, but just saying, he parted ways because Eddie didn't have time for him pretty much, right? And so I'm glad he did.
That's not too far-fetched.
Yeah, that's
It
not.
isn't. It isn't.
We've talked
And you
about
know
that. We've
what?
talked about that a lot here. So
Absolutely. And I'm so glad. I'm glad he found someone. You know, looks like he and Goosen
Yes.
have a history there, and they have a good relationship already. You know, he'll be able to give him, you know, pretty much some undivided attention to some extent, right? And I think that that's what he needs. And glad he wasn't dramatic about it. You know, just didn't make some crazy statement as to why he was leaving. He's like, I didn't have
Maybe he's
time for me.
maturing, you know, fingers
Let's hope.
crossed. Maybe
Yeah.
he's maturing a
I
little
mean,
bit.
it could be. And here's the deal though, right? Um, surely he didn't expect that they were just there, you know, waiting at the door, you know, with the mitts on, just waiting for him to walk through and then just give him like full-time attention, right? I mean, he has to understand that that just wasn't going to be possible.
And the thing is too, you know, you can be as talented as whatever, like the greatest in the world, but if your work ethic is not behind you, then there's coaches, especially these top coaches who have the guys that are the whole package, that are not going to take the time for you. And I'm not saying that's what happened, but that does happen. G Funky, shout out to you. And because of my brother, I'm professional with my mic.
G Funky.
Thank you
I
so much.
might have to get a mic now too, because now I'm the only one without like the.
No, but you always have such good audio though, Nika.
You do, and Nancy was the only one for a while. But you do. You have great audio. Writing Yogi, hello, beautiful lady.
Hey, Miss Writing Yogi. That's MJ.
What do you think? What do you think, Nika? Do you think maybe it was just like, yeah, you're talented, Ryan, but you're not putting in the work like the Canelos of the world? You know, you're just showing up, and because you're Ryan, you know.
I don't know. I have a sweet spot for Ryan Garcia. I don't know why, but I feel like the reason he gave us was legitimate, because Reynoso did not have time for him. Like, he wasn't there for a lot of his other fighters in the corner for their fights. Like what's this guy's name?
Garcia?
What's the fighter? Was it Garcia?
No, wait. No. You're talking fighter?
Yeah. He wasn't in the corner for his fight.
Oh, you're talking about
wrong person
from here.
Wrong person. But
wrong person.
If Ryan Garcia says that he didn't have enough time for him, I believe him, because I feel like we spoke about this plenty of times.
We do.
Have, you know, there's other big name fighters in his stable that he's probably giving more attention to, and then Ryan might be a little bit of a diva, and he's like, hey, I'm not getting the attention that I need, so I'm gonna go elsewhere. So I'm not gonna fault him for that, you know. And not for nothing, where he's going to with Goosen is not like a kiddie playground. Like, he's gonna have to
absolutely.
So it's like, he left the Reynoso camp because he doesn't like to do hard work. Like, where do you think he's going to? He's not going to Playland. Like, he's gonna
I think he's going to be the top dog there, like Canelo is with Reynoso. So he's gonna have to be the top dog, and he's gonna have to really prove himself. You know, it's like when our kids, you know, we're in class and the teacher has the few pets, or the ones that like always raising their hand or making A+ all the time. See, that's Canelo. And I think Ryan's was like, and I'm just saying, this is just my opinion, you know, I can make A+, but I don't even have to study, so I'm getting by with a B+ or a B, you know. And then it's like, and I think, yes, Eddie is very busy, but I think if he would have shown up more, maybe he wouldn't have been as busy. I don't know. This is all in my mind, you know. And I like Ryan too.
It's on point.
Met him a couple of times. Great kid.
It's on point. And you know what? This is a situation where it looks like just they amicably parted ways, and it's all good. And it's good for both of them. So here we're going to have Ryan with Goosen. I think that's going to be a good matchup. I think, you know, the relationship was already there. I do see Goosen kind of being, like a bit more of a, call it hand holding with him, which is probably what he needs right now, that attention, right? Someone even mentioned, honestly, I hadn't even thought about this. I don't know that Eddie does or doesn't know English, but someone said even that language barrier, right? Because I don't know that Ryan is as fluent in Spanish, you know, maybe he knows a couple words. Yeah. So even that can be impactful, right? To the relationship. So,
Yeah,
and then last but not correct. And then last but not least, like for Eddie, honestly, good for him. It's appreciated that he was honest in saying, I'm not, versus having him just linger and make promises that he had no intention to keep in terms of time commitment. So it's true. Good. It's good for both. I think it's good for both. So
absolutely.
I'm not gonna lie. If I was Ryan and I feel like I'm a great caliber of a fighter, like, and I want the attention that I'm craving, and you're not giving it to me, I'm gonna go elsewhere.
Yeah.
So if you're not getting, if you're not getting what you're paying for, because no matter what, even if you're not getting that time, you still have to pay these coaches and stuff.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah. So
you still got to pay that
10%. Not even getting his money.
10% plus with some.
You still got to pay it. You still have to pay it.
Yeah.
So make me feel important. Make me number one. So you know what? I'm not even mad.
Yep. And it's like
Garcia wouldn't show up. I'm sorry, Nancy. Garcia.
You beat. That's what I was gonna say.
Okay, you. Okay, go. You go.
No. I was just shout out to Mike. Yeah. So we were thinking the same thing, Christine. I was just gonna actually read Mike's comment there. Garcia wouldn't show up, and so so pulled out of the fights. Of course, he hasn't given the first, second, or third pick. At Team Canelo, it's his fault. Yeah, it's his fault. It's like acknowledge it. That's the consequence of what you went through, and not to go back to was he faking or not? No. It's just there's a consequence to that, and that's what it is. But again, I absolutely applaud the fact that he's not being loud about it. Like, he's not bad mouthing. It doesn't seem like he burned some sort of bridge.
He's maturing, I think.
Yeah. Whether it was him or he does have someone right there that's, advising, whoever it was, like, good move. It wasn't a dramatic.
I think social media has a lot to do with that too, because if you say the wrong thing,
I agree with you.
Social media is gonna hop on you, so you gotta tread lightly.
Even if you don't say the wrong thing, even if you just post it about your anniversary, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's like okay.
Okay, the one thing I did joke about yesterday, so on the HCP show with D-Style, I think this was, he does the good, bad, and the ugly. So the ugly for me is, there was a post of Ryan going out shopping with Goosen. Looks like they were clothes shopping. And I was like, oh my gosh, don't tell me Ryan Garcia is going to come out like, that Justin Timberlake denim Goosen number back in the 2000s. And they're going to, like denim rhinestone cowboy come out, for the next fight.
That's true.
Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah, that would be funny.
I actually would love to do that.
It would be funny. That he would start a new trend
come out and some denim trunks. That would be so hot. If he came out with some
why not? Ryan, if you're watching this, denim trunks.
Denim freaking trunks. Yeah.
Roddy Yoga said Garcia needs to feel valued to give his best, so leaving Eddie might be his best way to grow as a fighter and a man.
Exactly. And I think you might be right too. For him, make me feel like number one, and I'm gonna give you my best. Like,
I think, and I'm gonna go back to, I believe, and I agree with that too, right, Yogi, because I believe that he's been very immature for a very long time, and now he's starting to mature, and now he's ready to do that. But now Reynoso's like, we're not gonna go there.
Yep.
So let me see who we got, because our guest is waiting on us. So we're gonna answer a few more questions. Damon Prada says, is Ryan as dedicated as he should be? I've heard people say he should just retire and model. I mean, if he models, that's cool. We're happy too, or goes to on a Disney show. But I think
these are people,
still
these
young
are like
enough.
fans that sit on their couch, that do absolutely nothing, telling somebody who wants to retire and model, like, shut the fuck up. Get out of here.
Right.
No. That's what somebody wants to do with their career. You shut the fuck up.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. The dedication, because his question there is he as dedicated, as he should be? We'll agree that work ethics can vary, right? I think everyone will agree Canelo's just on this whole other level, right? And there's so many boxers, that you can say that about, and there's the ones that are still, they're good boxers, but different work ethic. And, that might be Ryan.
Yeah, absolutely. So Claudia Montano says, can't wait to hear from Anthony Herrera. Well, speaking of that, Claudia, we're about to bring him on, our first guest for tonight.
Hey.
Let's go.
How's it going?
Hello.
And there he is.
And you.
Yeah.
Hey, Anthony, can you hear us?
Okay.
Yeah.
Nancy.
Yeah,
Nancy here. And Nika. No, here. I'm like,
we'll get it.
How are we gonna do
we'll
it?
Get it right.
How are you doing tonight, Anthony?
I'm good. I'm actually about to go for a run
Can you
right
hear
now.
Us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Okay, AKA Superman.
Right, Superman, Clark Kent.
I love
ring,
that.
Clark Kent outside the ring. So it's a transformation. So
okay, go. My first question, and then I'm gonna let the girls ask their questions, is where's Superman from?
What's that?
Oh, you chopped up a little bit, Christine.
Yeah.
I think her question is, where did the name Superman come from?
So when I was in high school, my vision started to get real bad. I was a freshman in high school, so I needed to wear glasses, and I was never a kid that really had glasses, right? So I'm small, I'm short, blind, and now I have glasses, and I look like a complete nerd, right? So I was boxing at the same time, and well, it was a transformation. Like people would always tell me, like, man, I would have never expected that from you. I would never think you would be able to fight like that, just because of the way you look. So they would tell me, yeah, you're like a different person in the ring. You're a beast in the ring. You look like Clark outside of the ring, but in the ring you're Superman. So that's kind of how it started.
Look at that! I like that. I'm so glad Christine asked that question. That's that's awesome, because as you were telling me, I could envision you, with your specs and the backpack, and then getting in the ring, boom, and just
right.
putting on a great fight. Well, you it looks like you have some support, in the chat, and that's awesome. That's really awesome. One of my questions is, talk about that support. What got you into boxing, and then who are the people around you that are there, helping you through this, process of going pro?
Well, as you can see, I got my aunt right here. She's pretty much like my #1 supporter.
Hey,
Claudia
the Tias.
Montano.
Shout out to the Tias. Shout out to the Tias. Okay.
I'm an auntie too.
Yeah, she's been there since the beginning. I would fight, out of state, like in the middle of the United States, and she'll fly out there. So she's always
you know what?
there.
That's some Tia love. Okay,
right,
that's some Tia love right
it
there.
Is.
Tias are awesome. Tias are awesome.
Yes, we are.
So how I actually got into boxing, well, my dad, I was about 8 years old at the time. My dad was doing some Brazilian jiu-jitsu at a gym, not too far from my house. So I asked him, I was curious. I was like, hey, what are you doing? Because he had a gi on, and I looked like karate or taekwondo or something. So I was just curious, and I asked him, hey, can I do one of those karate classes or whatever it is? And he said, yeah, but what they have right now is kickboxing classes. So I'll put you in like a kickboxing class and see if you like it. I said, okay, cool. So the next day I had my gym bag ready, and I went, and I was like, I liked it. I was there for about a week, and then I started sparring. I picked up things pretty quickly. I was a fast learner, and I was just beating up on all the other kids and making them cry. So I stuck with it. I had my first fight, and I won that, and that's kind of how it started. So my kickboxing coach at the time was a boxer himself, so he got me into boxing. So little by little, I just did strictly, just hands. But I could kick, I could knee, I could elbow. So yeah, along the way, I learned wrestling as well.
That's a great story. And you're still frozen, Christine.
So
she froze again. Yep. Go ahead, Nika.
So what exactly do you love about this sport that has you wanting to be a boxer? Because I feel like boxers have the hardest time in the sport with business, like the money, getting fights. Like there's a lot to not really love about this sport, but what is it exactly that you love about boxing that has you in this?
I think from what I would say is that adrenaline rush boxing gives me, that high, like when you're just winning a
You're
fight.
adrenaline
There's like
junkie.
right. There's
Mm-hmm.
no, I mean, not necessarily, because I don't really like roller
Can you watch
coasters
us
or anything like
Uh,
see what's
that.
going on?
But this is a
Yeah.
different kind of adrenaline rush. So that, just the feeling of winning, and you're right about that. There is a lot of things to not like about boxing, and that are kind of a turn off, like politics, things like that. I'm
Mm-hmm.
a huge victim of that. Like in a lot of my fights, where I
yeah.
felt like I should have
Mm-hmm.
won. It's happened to me in
Mm-hmm.
the past so many times, and that's a huge turn off. But I don't know what it is. I think it's just winning, knowing that you could get better, and
Mm-hmm.
just you don't stop learning things. There's
Maybe
always
speak
things
on
to
that.
learn. Before, when I
Yeah.
was kickboxing, the thought of boxing made me, like, it kind of made me cringe a little bit, because I thought it was just so basic and simple. Like, it's just hands. There's no feet involved. There's no kicks, elbows. You can't do any of that stuff. But I just, like, the more you do it, the more you realize it's more. There's more to it than just throwing punches. There's angles. There's footwork. There's a lot of things.
Yeah, because I really feel like you have to have a real love for this sport to stick with it, because just the politics alone would just like deter any like weak-minded person to not want to
Right.
continue in boxing. So, yeah, so it's good that you have this love for the sport to keep you in it. So hopefully you don't really have too much more problems with the politics of boxing going forward. Um, but yeah, so that was a great answer.
Anthony, tell the ladies in the audience, like, your amateur background and things that you've done, because it all leads up to this moment now as a pro.
Right. So as an amateur, I didn't have a lot of amateur fights. I didn't have a big resume. I didn't have a lot of national titles. I'm a four-time national champion, but I did make the Olympic qualification team. So how that happened, it's a huge underdog story. I'm a huge underdog. I was a huge underdog in the amateur days. So it was funny. Here's the story. So it was about, I think it was 2019. I was 18 years old at the time, and I was actually planning on turning pro. I had talked about this with my coach. We were gonna turn pro that summer, and he wanted to put me in a tournament to keep me active for my pro debut. So that tournament was actually a qualifier for the Olympic trials later that year. It was probably just like 7 months ahead.
Surprise.
So yeah, so he put me in, and he clearly told me this too. If we win it, we'll stay and we'll wait for the trials. If not, then we're just gonna turn pro. And I was like, all
Mm-hmm.
right, So there's really no second chances here. It's either I win or I lose, and whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
I entered that tournament. No one knows who I am. I'm not ranked. I haven't been ranked in like 3-4
Mm-hmm.
years maybe, and I beat everybody. I'm stopping guys. I'm 8 counting guys, and I make it to the final, and I end up winning the whole tournament. So I get my spot on the team.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy story. I get my spot on, well, not on the team. I get my spot on the Olympic trials. So I end up being a runner up in the Olympic trials. Then I head to a training camp in Colorado Springs, and that's how I met Christine as well along the way. And I go overseas. I won a bronze medal, and I got my spot on the team.
That's just such an awesome story, and congratulations! Like really, everything. Even though you talk about the not having that robust amateur record, but that just still speaks to the accomplishments since then, like to your dedication and your hard work and your work ethic. I mean, the guy was just saying, "I'm about to go for a run right now," So I think that's phenomenal. We were just talking about the importance of work ethic and the importance of, showing up. And, it definitely sounds like, you're one of the guys that does. So I have another question for you. So I don't know, Christine. I think Christine might have frozen again.
She keeps yeah, she keeps
yeah, we're having some connectivity issues. But I had another question for you. So with the sport, there's so many components, right, to the fighter. There's not just the physical, right, but the mental aspect. And I'm curious, like, how do you mentally prepare for a fight? Are you listening to music? If you are, what are you listening to? Are you watching something? Are you reading something? How do you mentally prepare?
To mentally prepare, that's a lot of things. I feel like a lot of people don't really know how to do. Once they start fighting, you know, they get trained and everything's like pretty much physical from there. But a lot of it, yeah, a lot of it is mental. So what I do, I just take things like a day at a time. If I know my trainings, if I know like I'm 100% going into the fight, then that's enough for me to be mentally stable while I enter the fight. But I mean, yeah, I listen to music.
Are you a
listen to
gamer?
music. Yeah, I love video games. So yeah. So I play a lot of
I
video
feel
games.
like a lot of boxers are gamers. That's
Yeah.
kind of like relaxing to you guys, I guess.
Yeah, it kind of keeps my mind off of the fight, you know. So I'm actually thinking about something else. And
let me just say, a side note, your aunt is giving like mad love on the chat.
yeah,
She's
yeah, she
like,
always does.
Awesome, Tia.
amazing story, #1 fan. Like,
You need those cheerleaders. Let me
yeah,
tell you, you
she's
need those
awesome. She is
cheerleaders in
awesome.
life.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
And I have to say, you know, I had the pleasure. Can y'all hear me? I'm having some technical difficulties. I'm
No,
so
no,
sorry.
you're good. You're good.
Yeah, your audio is good.
Okay, okay, good. Well, I had the pleasure of working with Anthony, you know, and
we lost you again, Christine. I think we lost her again. So I think she was going to talk about working with you, and she was going to just give her own assessment as a coach, right? As a coach of what she sees in you. So we'll let her come back in, and I think there she is.
Mike said Christine's on the AOL connection. Yo, when your internet's acting up, it always.
I know all about that life.
Of a good question, like
that happens to me more than I want to know.
Had it done before, for sure.
Yeah. So while we wait, Nika, any other questions from you?
Well, you know, I don't want to take too much of his time because he's about to go running, so we definitely appreciate the time that you.
Oh my gosh!
Gave us before
Am I back? Am I back?
She's
oh
back.
No,
my
now
gosh,
you're back.
I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
she's back.
Yeah, she was gone for like a good minute.
Yeah.
I am so sorry, Anthony. I don't know
That's
what's going
fine.
on. I was just about to compliment you and praise you and everything else, and then this happens. So I was just going to say I was blessed enough to work with him, you know, and I tell you what, this kid works so dang hard. And he's so what's your weight class, Anthony? Tell everybody what you're fighting at Pro.
So in the pros, I'm fighting at 118 as of right now,
okay.
but I could, you know, go down to 115 and but 118 is where I feel good.
Let me just tell you that for that size, he hit so dang hard. And anything you tell him to do, he does it. Like, this kid is amazing. He's phenomenal. I'm so proud of him and everything that he's done. And he's definitely a name to work out for, you know, absolutely. And tell everybody before you go run when your next fight is, where we can see it, who's training you, all that good stuff.
Right. So my next fight is March 5th at the Chocolatito Martinez undercard in San Diego.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm be going for 2-0, and right now I'm training with Edgar Estrellita Hasso. You know, he knows Christine pretty good, and Manny Robles. I'm just getting ready for that. And I also wanted to add too, when she said that, like I hit from my size, I hit pretty hard. It's funny because at the time I was fighting at 114 at flyweight. So I had to make weight like every day, but I never really lost my strength.
He was smaller. I
think I was in high school when I weighed that much. Ooh.
Yeah, so,
I was in kindergarten.
I've never met that number.
No,
but that's awesome. That's awesome, though. I mean, really, that's great, and you feel really good at 118.
Oh yeah, and I have the whole day to hydrate. So
now that's fantastic.
I feel way better.
That is so good.
And who's the opponent?
I'm so proud of you, Anthony.
His name's Jose Toribio, I believe it is.
Oh, okay. not important. Yeah. Not important, right?
Oh, okay.
Right, I know. We're going to be rooting for you. So everybody on the chat, you know, is going to make sure to follow you. And then I'll make sure to post as well so that they have the link to your Instagram also. But
give us your social media handles so everybody can follow you and let they can follow what's going on with your fight.
My Instagram is _Anthony C. Herrera. My Twitter's Anthony C. Herrera, and my Facebook's Anthony Herrera. So you can find me on those.
Simple.
Before you go, I do want to know, do you have a favorite fighter? Like who is your favorite fighter?
So my favorite fighter of all time is Mike Tyson. He was the only fighter.
No, Nika.
Yeah, because his speed for his size. And another thing about Tyson too, he kind of knew his way around the mental part of boxing. You know, he intimidated his opponents, so that I kind of studied. So Tyson, and I like the monster Inoue right now.
Are you a big shit talker?
What's that?
Are you a big shit talker? Like,
am I a big shit talker?
Yeah, because Tyson was a big shit talker, you know.
Right. I don't know. I mean, I don't really like talk shit. I kind of like do
he's
my talking in the ring, but
you do your talking in the ring, right?
Yeah, but I mean, if someone kind of, I don't know, we'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see how it is in the pros, because I feel like in the pros,
you have it in you. If you're a Tyson fan, you have it in you.
This is what I like about the pros. You could kind of do whatever you want in the pros. You could promote yourself anyway, and that's what I like about the pros. I don't have to. It's not like the amateurs where it's like, I don't know. It's just not the same. So this is what I do like about the pros.
I feel like you have it in you. So you know what? Start talking and shit. You be like, "This is Superman. I'm super with these hands." Like, I feel like that's a good line right there.
Right.
Superman
and
super
come on,
hands.
Let's go. Let's go.
I like the Superman story. Like, seriously, you were telling that and I was like envisioning it the whole time. So I absolutely love it. Because I mean, nowadays it's like, okay, you know, why are you calling yourself Superman? You know, but no, I didn't
call myself.
I know, like I know you didn't, but nowadays like you have people that kind of do, and it's like, okay, why? You know, no, this was a good story. Like, this was legit someone calling you for the right reasons, and that's awesome.
Anthony.
If you would have told me, "Oh, your nickname's gonna be Superman," I would have been like, "Nah, no way." I don't like. Like, I wouldn't have liked it, but it makes sense, like, you know, because I have the glasses. I transform.
The whole story.
Use that line, Superman, and I'm super with these hands. I'm gonna give that one to you. I just made
there
that
you
up.
go.
Yep, absolutely.
You know,
that's from Micah with a bow to you.
Before I was Superman, I was T-1000.
Okay.
From Terminator 2.
Terminator 2. Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
Because I was like a machine. I never stopped, so they called me T-1000. But then it went to Superman, so I stuck Superman.
I like Superman. I like. Well, listen, Anthony, Superman. I really, you know, I'm definitely going to be following you. You have a bunch of people that are watching right now and that are going to watch, you know, that are going to be following you. I absolutely, you know, love your story. And if Miss Christine says this kid right here, it's this kid right here. And definitely protect your brand. Whatever brand you want to build right now, you know, protect it. And we're absolutely going to be rooting for you. So no doubt about that. And once again, shout out to the Tia. That's awesome that she's supportive. And you continue to surround yourself by, you know, people like your Tia right there.
Right.
Gloria Montana.
Yes, much love, Anthony.
Montano, sorry.
Much love. Thanks for having me on.
Yes.
All right, have a great run.
Absolutely, and I'll talk to you soon. Good night.
Enjoy the run.
Night. Thank you. I'll try.
What a great kid. Like, what a, I mean, he's just, he's got that, like that vibe, like that confidence. I know why you asked him, because he's got that confidence presence. He's got a good presence.
He got that shit talking in him. I feel it.
I know. I knew why you were saying that, because he's got that confidence. He's got that presence. He's got that work ethic. You know, he's off to a good start already, you know, as a pro.
What's happening? I'm so sorry.
You're good. You know what? That's me. That's me sometimes on the HCP show. But no, that was great. Thank you for lining that up, Christine.
Before next guest. Yes, and thank you for Claudia. Thank you so much. Yes.
Yeah, probably log all the way out and then like clear your cache and then come back in. That might help.
Okay, let me do that.
Yeah.
And I will come back.
You know, in the meantime, we
want to talk about the fight that you went to this weekend?
Yeah. I'll tell you a bit about that. So, you know, it was a really great card. Royal Rounds was the card, and it was just, you know, put on by, I know that Michael Montoya with Montoya Boxing Gym and Kingdom Boxing put that on, and it was a really, really good show. It was, I think, about 6 fights total in the card. And it was at Gillies. So that's like a big kind of like a saloon, honky tonk, dance hall, concert venue here in Dallas. It's like a lot of things here in Dallas. But I think the promoter was Cedric Brown, and matchmaker was Reggie McGowan. And it was a really great night. You know, what I enjoyed about it is that it was an intimate setting, but it was just filled with just really like great people. You're good. And you had the opportunity to talk to the fighters, you know, to take pictures with the fighters. And, you know, Chiccn was, I want to jump right into talking about it, but she's coming on, so we'll hold on to that. But the show was absolutely fantastic.
Yes, it was. Can y'all hear me? Because our next guest is on.
We can hear you.
Can y'all hear me?
Okay, yeah.
I'm sorry. Oh my, yes, Nika is technical department on WCIW. Yes,
I'm getting better with these.
Yeah, she is.
Okay, now here.
Nika's our IT.
If I mess up again, let me know. Exactly.
No, wait, right now you're good. You're good.
Nika's our IT. Speaking of Saturday night.
Yes, Samuel Arnold III.
What's up, y'all?
How are you, champ?
Hello.
I'm good.
All is good.
Do I need to turn my thing
congratulations.
sideways?
Yeah, turn it sideways.
Yeah, do it
so
sideways.
You get rid of the black lines. There you
Is
go.
this good?
Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
yep.
Good.
Okay, perfect. That's perfect. That's so much better. So congratulations for those that don't know. Samuel just won his 4th fight at 18 years old. That was your 2nd KO, right? Or 3rd KO?
Yeah, 2nd.
Yes, congratulations.
Thank you.
You did amazing. So
you did
say hello
really
to the family
job.
there.
You sound
and
country.
Nika was not, but she will be one day.
Where are you from?
Well, I'm originally from St. Louis, Missouri, but you know I've been living in Dallas for some years.
Okay, that Dallas that Texas.
Got that twang.
That's why we're all bundled up. Texas is frozen right now.
All right.
We're like this. No, it was, you know what? First of all, again, congratulations, because I was just talking about the night. I don't know if you were hearing right before I was kind of going down. You know, it was just a really great show, really great card. And you just put on a really, really great fight against Tally. And, you know, I was excited to be there ringside, you know, to watch you. And I had already heard, you know, so much. So, you know, tell us about, you know, how you felt that night, because you looked so good.
I can't. I'm sorry. Yeah, it froze.
Oh, can you hear us now?
It froze. It froze at the end.
Oh, did it freeze?
I'm blaming our stupid weather.
It could be. So, my comment was, you looked so good. You know, tell us how you felt Saturday night, because you looked amazing. You had a great night. But how'd you feel, you know, before the ring? How you feeling now? And how you feeling about what's next?
Well, the Saturday night I felt great because one, I had a great camp. My weight cut wasn't bad. I fought here. I didn't have to go anywhere. And I trained hard, so I was real confident. I had a lot of supporters. The mayor came back there in my locker room. Maurice Hooker came back there in my locker room. Derek James came back there in my locker room. So a lot of people, like this high-level people, came back there and gave me a lot of confidence and a lot of words of wisdom, and, you know, just showed that they was behind me before I walked out there to fight. So I was real confident. I had my coach, all 3 of my coaches with me, and I felt great. I had all my family there, my friends from school that I used to go to school with, you know, a lot of, you know, just a lot of supporters off social media there. So it felt good to be in front of my second home crowd, Dallas, where I've been living for years, and I was real comfortable in the ring. And, you know, I just went in there, took my time, and set up the knockout.
You sure did.
It was. What was that? What was that, second round?
Yeah, that was the second round.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was peeping over because Chiccn was about. I was like peeping back and forth. I said, I gotta watch it.
No, I gotta send it. I took some shots. I need to send them to him. I haven't posted yet, but I'll have to send them to you as well. You know, some pictures that I took. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it was just a really great fight. So for people that, you know, perhaps are just catching on, you know, to you and your career, tell everybody about you so we know that you're originally from Missouri. You know, you're in Dallas now. But tell everybody, you know, when you started boxing, what got you into boxing. I think, you know, it'd be great to have them hear your story.
Well, like St. Louis has a very like boxing background. It's not like Texas with the football and basketball, but it's a lot of world champions. You know, we have guys who beat Muhammad Ali and things like that. So every every neighborhood has a rec center, which has a boxing gym, and your family is going to be from one of those neighborhoods. So when you're a kid, at first you're not going to have a choice. You're going to box. If you stick with it, you stick with it. If you don't, then you go off into other things. But I was one of the kids who stuck with it. I moved here, fell off a little bit. When I turned 10 years old, I had my first amateur fight. And then from there, throughout the amateurs, I won 7 national championships, was ranked #1 3 times, and won on 90% ratio on the national level. Did a lot of good things as an amateur from there. And then last year, I turned pro in March. My birthday is in April, so I was still 17.
What's your birthday in April? What's your birthday in April?
April 29th.
Oh, okay, mine is the 9th. All right.
Okay. Yeah, so right before I turned 18, I turned pro at 17 last year, and then I had my first fight. I had 3 fights last year, and then I just had my 4th one this year.
Oh my God, you're so young.
I want to ask you, what are your classmates think about you, seeing you in the ring? Like, what do they think? Oh man, look at him. What do they say to you when they see you in the ring on the big stage doing some big things?
Yeah, I could hear him, by the way, too. I could hear him in the crowd. They were cheering.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people say he tall, he big, he look older than what he is, stuff like that.
Yeah. I bet your motivation for them to follow their dreams, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't think you can do something, but then they see somebody that went to school with them, you know, one of their peers doing these things, and they're like, man, he can do it, so let me follow my dreams. You know, how does it feel to be a role model at a young age?
That's one of the main reasons why I do it. Just something positive that a lot of people not doing. Like, you know, a lot of people start stuff when they're young and fade off into life and get caught up in trying to have a job and, you know, just trying to make money or doing bad things for money. But I just want to show people, like, if you stick with something and just believe in it, everybody then, you know about boxing and stuff in school, and they ain't know what level I was until now they starting to see. I just stuck with it now. I'm going places. That's just all I want to show people, for real. Just stick with something good and, you know, stay prayed up, and you never know where you can go with it.
That's so true. That's so true. Yeah. And I contribute a lot to your parents. I met both of them. I knew your dad before, but they are so supportive and they're such a great unit. Do you think that had a lot to do with your success?
Definitely. Yeah, my dad been training me to be a boxer since I was 5 years old. You know, so, and my mom, she plays a big part. She helps in the background work and things like that. They both like I said, just keep me on track, just keep me in the gym, keep me distracted. Even when I didn't understand it or wanted to do other stuff, they just kept me on track, kept me boxing, and now, you know, I'm starting to see the good out of it.
That's so good. That's so good. Nika, do you have any questions for Samuel?
Yeah, I want to know, how long does it take you to recover from a fight? I can't even say this fight because you knocked this guy out in the second round, but like, you know, on a regular fight that would have lasted more than 2 rounds, how long does it take you to recover from a fight?
The main thing is, to me, recovering from the training camp, really, because you've been training so long. The fight only gonna be as long as the sparring session, but really the main thing is cut that weight cut and training for all those months. So probably, I think, if you don't have to, like at the level I fight at, I don't fight 12-round fights, so I fight like 4 to 6. So probably like a week, you know, because probably have a 5-week camp, so probably like a week, but a few days if you gotta start back getting ready for another fight that's coming right back up.
Oh God, that's brutal, right? just a few days, you gotta get right back into it.
Right.
Yeah. Wow.
So Samuel, you've
That
been,
is brutal.
because you have been in boxing for so long, you know, you talk about just, you know, since you're little, you know, it's just kind of been instilled in you. I'm assuming you might have a favorite fighter. So do you have a favorite fighter, and who is that?
Sugar Ray Leonard.
Nice. Why Sugar Ray?
Because I like his personality. I be feeling like I can relate to him a lot, because he not like a scary boxer like the dude that's like super tough and nothing like that. He kind of like somebody that people like and people attracted to and stuff like that. And he real fast and flashy and got a lot of skills.
Are you big on social media? Are you like, I don't know if I know you have an Instagram, but I don't know if you're like on Twitter heavy or...
Yeah, I'm on Twitter and Instagram. I got like I'm a few followers away from 11K on Instagram.
Oh, okay. So you're heavy on Instagram. So
yeah,
give us
Instagram and Twitter are my main
Instagram,
things.
your Instagram handle. And
Yeah,
that's a lot of followers. Yeah.
So I'm trying, you know.
Yeah. No, because I believe even though boxers don't want to admit it, that's a big part of the sport that you have to like kind of throw yourself into social media. So if you have 11K followers on Instagram, that's big. So you know,
huge.
What's your Instagram handle so we can put it in the chat so people can follow you, because that's how people learn to love your personality, and then they want to root for you if you're the underdog, because like
buy your tickets.
People don't want to admit it, but that's a big part of the boxing world, social media. Yeah.
Mine's is at Samuel Arnold III. SAMUEL ARNOLD III.
I for the third. All right.
Yep.
Samuel
I have
Arnold
one last
III.
question. Samuel. Where does your nickname Squirm come from? I was very curious about this.
Okay, so whenever I was a baby, I used to be the type of kid who moved around a lot and couldn't stay still and stuff. So that's been my name. My whole family called me since I was a kid.
Okay, so here's what I'm envisioning. I had one of these. So you were the baby that break out of the swaddle like full force, I'm sure. So if your mom's watching and she's listening, she knows what I'm talking about. You're probably that baby broke out of the swaddles all the time.
Stuff like that. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, stuff like that. You know, just moving around a lot, not being able to sit down.
That's funny.
And Samuel, you talked something that you talked about real quick. So you talked about, I'm interested in this. So you know, you talked about when you moved to Texas. You're absolutely right. Texas is like big on football, right? And you know, other sports, but big on football. So you know, coming to school, you still stuck with boxing. Did you play any other sports when you were in school?
Well, no, I never played like high school or middle school. I knew I was by the time I was 10 or 11, I knew I was going to be a pro boxer. So I wasn't playing around anything else. But as a kid, I played every sport. I played basketball one season, but I played football. I was good at football, and I ran track. And actually, in middle school, I was number 2 in the state for cross country. That's something I should have stuck with a little longer, but you know, boxing was my thing though.
Yeah, no, and that's why I was asking. You know, it's I think many times we see that when you know it and you stick to it and you just dedicate to that one sport, you know, we really see people excel. So that's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. Do you have any sponsors or anybody that you want to be giving a shout out to?
Just shout out to y'all for having me here. Shout out to Kingdom Boxing for throwing that great event. And shout out to my team for getting here.
Yeah, it was
absolutely.
great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. I was really excited when Christine shared that you were going to be on because I got to see you, right there ringside live, and you just put in the work. And man, again, people are going to be following you. I know I'm going to be following you, and absolutely, wish you the best in the career. And yeah, that was a really awesome card put together by Kingdom Boxing. The Royal Rounds card, and every fight was like a good fight, but man, that knockout in the second was awesome.
Do you know what you have next coming up, or
if I don't fight on this PBC card March 26th, I'm gonna go ahead and fight on the Spence versus Ugas card. That's why he came to the fight.
Nice.
He had told me that they was asking him about me being on the card, like Al Hammond and them. So, I hope that's when I fight next.
I hope you get that. Yeah, that'll be nice exposure for you.
Absolutely, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there for sure.
Yeah,
well, you put on a great presentation. Oh yeah, you put on a great presentation. You absolutely impressed. So you went in and got it done. So congratulations.
Thank you, and thank you for having me too.
Thank you so much, champ. I'll see you soon. We got some sparring to do with Noah, so I'll see you soon.
All right, yeah, I've been waiting for Noah. He's real good. All right, thank y'all for having me too.
Well, you are too. So y'all are gonna sharpen each other.
Definitely.
You have a good night. Okay. Bye-bye.
Another great kid.
Good kid.
Oh man, back to back. Back to back.
I feel old as fuck.
Back to back. And then we have Chiccn waiting too. But
I feel old as fuck.
So the thing was, my husband was watching in my room. Girl, they are so, and I think that was a problem. So we're about to bring our next guest on, and we're about to get crunk. We got our next guest. We're about to get crunk.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's turn it up, Chiccn. Let's turn it up, Chiccn.
We're about to turn it up.
She already know. She already know.
We're about to turn up, Chiccn. We're about to turn it up.
Whoa. They lucky I'm driving. I would have started twerking for you. I like to twerk. Hey y'all, hey ladies.
I said we're about to get crunk. We're about to get live. So first of all, Shurretta Metcalf, aka Chiccn, congratulations on your win last yesterday.
Thank you.
I were honored to be a part of and watch. So talk to us. Tell Nika what was up with that. Talk to her and everybody in the chat. What was going on? Let's go.
I don't know. I just felt like, hey man, I got something to prove. I've been there 2 years. They probably think I ain't in shape. Yeah, I had shown that the power was coming. I've been learning some new things, and I felt great. Like I wasn't even tired. Like every round, as long as I took my deep breaths, like Haas taught me, hey, I was good.
Yes. Shout out to Haas for that. Yeah.
Can we remind people that her opponent came in? She was off 10 pounds overweight in the weigh-in, right?
Oh my gosh. Yes, tell them about that. Right? Oh my gosh, that was a whole deal.
Bro, I think she was trying to make sure that maybe I didn't fight or something, or she was trying to use her advantage over me.
Yeah,
like that was crazy for her to be 10 pounds, and she barely wanted to lose the weight.
She lost 1 pound.
1 pound, though. 1 fucking pound. Like I could burp and lose 1 pound. Like seriously, like,
right?
She didn't even try.
Right.
She didn't even fucking try
at all.
She didn't try.
No, her plan was for Chiccn to take the fight because she'd been off for 2 years, and she knew she wanted to fight, so she knew she was going to take the fight. And her plan was to not work at it, and then she wanted to think that because of her size and her power, she's gonna knock Chiccn out like she did her last 2 opponents. But guess what? Chiccn? What happened? Didn't happen.
No mas, no bueno.
It did not happen. No bueno. No bueno. That's right.
No bueno. Hey, because she don't even know. I've been scoring girls that was bigger than her, so we had to learn for me to teach her how to fight on the outside better. Somebody said, go ahead and twerk then. Hey, don't start.
They don't know. They don't know. Here for So Chiccn, I got to tell them about Chiccn. Here's what I would love for everybody to know. Here's a woman, everybody. So let's just talk about, Shurretta. This is a woman that is an entrepreneur. When I tell you this woman is hustling. She's an entrepreneur. She's a business owner. She is a fantastic mother. And she's a big advocate for the autism community. And this is somebody that is authentic. So I want to stress and underline and highlight that in bold. What you get from Chiccn is authenticity, and that's something that so many times we lack in the sport. And so this is someone
very rare. That's very rare. This is phony shit. Too much phony shit in boxing.
And this is what we want.
Very appreciated. Yeah, very appreciated.
Chiccn is authentic.
Absolutely.
She's going to put on a show. She's a warrior.
Yeah.
And she showed up on Saturday. So Chiccn, I was saying that, your authenticity, you're authentic. You are who you are, inside the ring, outside the ring. And that's something Nika was saying, how rare that is, that is. And to me, that's gold. That's absolute gold. You put on such a great fight.
Yeah,
you look
I
so
don't really know how to beat nobody else.
Right.
And the thing that I tell everybody about Chiccn is you cannot not like her. Everybody loves her. She's got the best personality, the best energy.
You don't
She's
like her,
positive.
You really are a hater.
A hater.
Like, if you don't like Chiccn, you really are
Period.
a hater. You really are. You really are.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's a great way to put it.
Absolutely.
That's a great way to put it. And the audience Saturday night, let me just tell you, that full house, that packed house.
Yes.
Okay, so Miss Chiccn, she stole the show. That was your night, girl.
Did.
That was your night. That crowd was there for you.
It made me really want to cry because I was so happy out there. Like, people don't even know what a lot of fighters be going through, not being able to fight. And then for me to fight, and then how everybody showed me the love that they gave me, like they really steamed me up a whole lot. Like you just made me want to keep working hard, knowing I got a lot of people that's behind me. Like, my corner was happy with everything I was doing, to the point it was just like, hey man, just keep doing what you're doing. I ain't even got to tell you nothing.
Does that light like another little fire under your ass when you have the fans like pushing you like that in the crowd? Does it just light another fire under your ass?
It do, but I have learned to don't let it like overwhelm me and give me crunk, because I get to that rock.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I just don't have.
You had everybody cheering you on, and you had so many people there in support. God. I mean, everybody from, you had the media there. You had Maurice Hooker there, cheering you on. Spence was there, also cheering on. I mean, you just had the community. You had Dallas as a whole, there to cheer you on. And we just can't wait for what's next for you. So I know you're feeling good after that win. And so how are you feeling right now?
I still feel good. And it's so funny, right? Because now I got promoters out the butt. They hit me up, all the local promoters. Hey, you want to fight next month? Hey, I thought you were fighting. I don't remember telling none of you guys I was fighting next month. These are the same promoters who was, I can get you on the card. You can pay to get on the card. Pay.
Not doing nothing.
Hey,
not doing nothing, and now they want to do. That's how it always is.
Now they want to do something, but this is the thing though. They're not going to do it how the promoters are doing it. Like, they actually promoted me. They did their job. Like, a lot of the cards, they pretty much, you gotta keep on handing all your people to buy tickets when you still gotta train. You can't even remember to call everybody. I can't remember to call 100 people. You know what I'm saying? What about the people who don't have social media? You know what I'm saying? So they would promote me to where to the ability where I know I got popularity in this city. So just promote me as such.
Yep. Absolutely.
They did a great job. They really did.
They did
a great
job. To call out who you really want to
fight next. I was going to say that.
Talk that real Chiccn shit. And talk that real Chiccn shit.
Oh yeah. Oh, cause you know I don't whoop these hoes for fun. I whoop them for source of income. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man. We don't fight for free. We do it for a fee. Understand me?
Bars.
Hey, and one thing for sure, Jamie Mitchell gonna have to see me. Yeah.
She absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
we gotta get through. We gotta get these drawers up off us because we don't even wear those.
That was the highlight of the night
That
by
was
Chiccn. I tell you
okay.
what.
Wait. I wish I had. It's on my phone. I have no way of like showing it, but y'all, this woman took that
I
mic.
know. We got to figure out how to
Okay,
show. That was amazing.
she
Go to our
and
Instagrams.
it's
Yeah.
go to Instagram and you got to see this. Okay, going back to the comment of authenticity. So this woman, she owns it. She's in the ring. She gets the mic and she addresses. Okay, she addresses the WBC like point blank to the camera and is like, "This is what I want." And she was like, "No ifs, ands, or buts about anything." So I y'all gotta watch it. Y'all gotta watch it. But you did your thing. You did your thing, Miss Chiccn. You
Thank
did
you.
your thing.
And you're
Yes,
so
and
funny because look, huh?
go ahead, girl. Go
Oh,
ahead.
they said, oh yeah,
I'll
I want
comment
Ebony
after.
Bridges too. I want
Yeah,
Ebony
somebody.
Bridges,
Yeah, I was
but
gonna
we
Somebody
all
say,
said, well,
but she didn't. You were gonna fight her, but then she chose somebody else.
yeah, they
of
end up
course,
choosing somebody else. Like
of course,
they
of
ain't gonna
course.
feed her to me. They ain't gonna feed her to me. They ain't gonna give her
It's
to me
like
because I'm
she
hungry.
might be
Yeah,
too. I don't
that's a
know.
straight meal.
She
That's a
might
straight meal right
be
there.
too
That's a
risky.
meal right there. That's a meal right there. That's the
Absolutely.
meal.
Yep.
Chicken will be eating
Absolutely.
steak. That's steak. That's steak for Chiccn right there.
I know
Absolutely.
hey,
No.
they better make it happen. And it's so crazy because somebody had asked me in one interview, they were like, why you not really calling out the world champions in the super bantamweight that are fighting, you know, but it's like them champions, they don't even talk. Like they just sit there, they just got their belts, but they don't really say nothing. They don't call out, don't do nothing. But the bantamweights, they are, and so that's you know what I'm saying. It don't even matter. I
Well,
fight super bantamweight or bantamweight champions.
can
That's
you talk
crazy.
about? And I'm not gonna put you on. If you can't do it, don't do it. But can you talk about what happened today with Jamie Mitchell? Can you talk about that or no?
Yes, I can talk about that. We was on Clubhouse. We were just on Clubhouse and stuff. Probably like maybe 2 hours ago, if that long. And yeah, of course, y'all, she gonna try to downplay me. Oh, you ain't fought nobody. Oh, they're not gonna approve that and all this. But I was just like, bro, look at your record. You only started fighting somebody with a winning record when you went and fought for the belt. And I sat there and watched it from social media how first it made me inactive, then made her the #1 super bantamweight, and then when everybody found out that she was going for the belt, they smoothed her to #1 bantamweight at a weight class she wasn't even fighting at. Never fought an 8-rounder. They saying all this to me, but this the same thing going on with her. She was going to Mexico, buying opponents. You know what I'm saying? But you want to tell me I won't even fight out of Texas when I have fought out of Texas more than like 3 or 4 times. You know, it's just like stop trying to give me all these excuses of why you trying to say the commission want to approve the fight. That's why now my next fight is an 8-rounder, and I want their ass. I want that
Mm-hmm.
they gonna give me my shot. They gonna have no choice.
Amen.
Yeah.
Dang Skippy.
I love when
Dang
you talk that
Skippy.
shit, Chiccn. I love when you talk that shit.
Yeah,
You can't deny
yeah.
her, yo. You cannot deny her. Y'all gotta stop. Oh,
And then,
yeah, I
So
know
she tried to say I was a cloud chaser. I said, how I'm a cloud chaser when I got more followers than you on social media and you are the world champion. Like,
that.
that was weird. Then she tried to say, oh,
hello.
you must need some
Touche.
money. That's why you want to. Yeah. She said, you must need some money. That's why you want to fight me. I said, bro, everybody that know me in boxing know that I ain't broke.
Hustler.
So don't play with me.
Hustler. Own
Don't play
business
with
Mm-mm.
me. You
owner.
trying to find
Hustler.
every reason outside of why I want to fight you. You trying to go into my personal life.
Mm-hmm.
Nah,
That's right.
That's weird.
yeah. How can we
Something
get this
wrong
That's
right
fight
weird.
going?
there.
And then people,
How can we get this fight going? We gotta tag Eddie Hearn. Like, what we gotta do? We gotta tag Eddie Hearn. We gotta like. But what we gotta do?
Yep.
Because if I gotta get out there and talk shit, I'm gonna do it.
So we gotta champion. We gotta champion you. We gotta champion you. We gotta, for everybody on the chat, we already have so many people, showing support. We have Claudia here, Montano, saying yes, Queen, go Queen. Please follow Shurretta. Please follow her, and show her support. It really is. We're in that era, y'all. We're in that era. And that support on social media speak.
The fans gotta push the fight. So wait, Christine, later
absolutely,
when we get
fans gotta push the fight.
You gotta post that link that you sent us in the WhatsApp so people can comment and the fans gotta push these fights because this is what we want to see.
For boxing scene. Everybody go to boxing scene. Everybody go to boxing scene. She just had a great write up.
You have
and
to log
everybody
into
comment, share.
Yeah. You have to log into the boxing scene accounts and then
comment.
Y'all. Yeah.
Hey, so look, y'all, show me some love. Comment, like, share. Even on the fight video, y'all, make sure y'all comment and like them because I guess they want to see if people are really behind you. But they all know who I am. I know who I am.
I got a clip. I haven't even shared it with you. You're gonna love it when I post it. I got a clip of you, and you're doing that little dance in the ring. Oh, we're gonna make that viral. We're gonna make that viral. I need to cut it up, and I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna post it. Yeah, because
let's do it.
I mean, you're just a complete package. I want to talk a little bit about some of the you talked about some changes here and there. You looked so solid, as always. Footwork on point. Your defense on point. I told you Saturday night. I mean, you were listening. We just talked about this with some of the other fighters, Christine. That were on earlier. Just the importance of listening to your corner, right? And Chiccn was doing that. I mean, she knew what she had to do, but anything the corner said, I mean, she was adjusting and she was acting on it. So, talk about leading up to Saturday, Shurretta, some of the adjustments that you did make since your prior fight.
Really, I was just pretty much working on trying to throw more combinations because what we noticed about me and a lot of the fights, I don't know if it was because I didn't really have to throw as many, maybe to that opponent or something, or I just didn't. But we were working on combinations, being able to move my head more. Because if some fights I'll move my head, but not like how I was in this fight. So I feel like my head movement was better. My guard was better. Just being more comfortable was better. Like I had still been in the ring fighting. I was kind of worried about my timing, but I guess it really didn't play a big part because I was countering her. So my coaches, I pretty much remember everything they was telling me. Like I don't have to make this a dog fight or give it a fight of everybody want to see. All I need is outbox her beautiful, and that's what I felt like I did. I outboxed her. And I made sure that last round, though, I brung that power. I think that's when I started making her leak the most. That last round. Yeah.
Yeah, you were leaving it all in the ring for sure. And I think that's why fans love you. You're leaving it all in there.
And I'll just speak from the other side, and her other coach will speak from this too. It's like she listens. Anything that she's shown, we'll do it over and over again. And I know her other coach does it too, and she will do it. Like she doesn't say, well, why? Well, what? She just does it and she sees that it works and then she picks it up. It becomes muscle memory and then she continues doing it. So again, she is a great student of the game because she wants this so bad.
Yes, and y'all have accomplished
and I'm so proud of her.
Yes, y'all are accomplished coaches. Like, who am I to question what you guys are talking about when you teaching me something? Like, I got Miss Christine, a Team USA Olympic coach, and she actually understands me. And then like you don't try to make me fight like nobody else. You know what I'm saying? You make it good to what I need to do and what's best for me or my fight style.
Yeah.
And I liked it that you didn't try to make me fight like somebody else. You know I'm a mover, but you want me to move in the right way. You know what I'm saying? That don't leave myself open for stuff like that. And so I liked it that the other coach.
Christine's horn. Toot toot.
Yeah.
Well, the mistake that a lot of coaches make, and I'm sorry, is that they want everybody to be carbon copies of whoever their champs are. everybody has their flaws and their strengths, and you have to
Yeah.
build on the strengths and you have to fix the flaws. Not everybody's the same. So when you understand that, then you can be a good teacher, in my opinion.
Yes. And I
I
feel
just want to
good.
go back. Yeah, exactly. And I want to go back to what Jamie Mitchell said about, you must need a payday, whatever. First of all, congratulations. You're going on your 3-year anniversary win on Sunday for your own business that you grind for and that is doing so good. Bought your house. Hello. Can we talk about that? Can we talk
And
about not only are you amazing?
paying mortgage with no PPP loans or nothing.
Hello.
Exactly.
No
Hello.
unemployment. No unemployment.
Yeah. Exactly. You are a role model, and you are a role model in every aspect. As a mother, as a woman, as a boxer, as a business owner, as a woman in boxing, as a woman in business. I mean, you get all the props, girl. Like, seriously. So no, it's no
Thank
paycheck.
y'all.
You just want that belt. Get that belt.
Yeah.
Get that belt.
Can you
That's
talk
what
about?
you
And
want.
I'm okay.
Can you talk a little bit about your inspiration for boxing? Because I know you have a son who's autistic, and I've seen you post a lot about him. So I just want you to talk to the fans a little bit about your motivation for fighting.
Yeah, my kids are my motivation. Like I tell people this all the time, it's my kids. I'm a single mother. Yeah, I got a boyfriend or whatever, but I'm who my kids gotta depend on the most. And I want them to look up to me because their dad's not around like they supposed to be. But hey, it doesn't matter. I just let them know that hey, it don't matter what type of things life might bring you. You still work hard and you still keep doing whatever you need to do to make yourself successful. And I want to show them that. You know what I'm saying? Like you can mess up in life, but you can always try to correct that and get that right because it happened to me. So that my kids is my inspiration. Like I gotta get this belt. I gotta be a world champion, and I'm doing it for all the other females that's here in Dallas that get overlooked. You know what I'm saying? Like we have a lot of girls here that fight this in Texas, period, and we don't really get that opportunity a lot. And so when I become world champion, I'm gonna be my city's first female world champion. So I'm claiming
Absolutely, you
that.
are.
That'll be history for me. They gonna know me forever.
Yep.
I love
so
that for
true,
you,
girl.
yo. I need that for you. That's beautiful.
Yes, absolutely, girl.
We gotta get this fight going with Mitchell because I want to get in the ring.
We're gonna get
you
it.
made me
But do you see though? Do you see? But that's the effect that she has, and that's it. Because here, and Christine, I told you even when you and I first met, I'm like, I've been going to Southern Junction to go see Chiccn. Like I've seen her, the past couple years, and she is authentic. And you follow her on social media, she's authentic, and so that energy that she gives out, I mean, that's what people love. And it's like what Nika was saying, it makes you want to do more, get in there with her,
That's so
and we're just I think I speak for everybody and for Dallas. We're so proud of you.
Everything you see on the outside is so great and amazing, but knowing her on a personal level, she is one of the most loyal people to the people that she loves and that are loyal to her. She is like, you say something about her family, her friend, no, she's gonna call you out. Like she is so loyal, and to me, that is so important. And I love her.
I can't smile in your face and you be doing some more stuff to me. It just no, I can't do it.
Yeah, she's the real deal, and we're gonna keep on having her on and keep on praising her and watch her go all the way to get those world titles, and this is just the beginning. Last weekend was just an appetizer of what to come.
Absolutely, amen to that.
I might have a new fight date. I don't know if it might be confirmed, but we trying to go for May 14th. So that might be the next time I'm back in the ring again.
Okay, well, I think once it's confirmed, let us know. We'll put you back on and you can tell us more about it.
Yes,
absolutely.
I'm ready. Okay, I do need to say this before she goes. I just want to please drive safe, because this weather
out there.
This
Oh
weather's
yeah, I'm just gonna
crazy.
stop at the store by my house. Let's get some meat and bread and cereal and stuff, and
Yeah.
then I'm
Okay.
just gonna go home.
Good, good. Okay,
Yeah,
good. I just
please be
had
safe,
to
girl.
say that. Yep, I just had to say that. You know we love you, Chiccn, and we're going to be cheering you on and praying for you as well. You know, for you, your family, and your continued health. And man, we're just so excited at what's to come.
Absolutely. I know you got some sponsors. If you want to shout them out, and anybody else you want to
Yeah.
shout out, tell them where they can
Shout
follow
out
you.
to the Real Brady. Shout out to the Real Brady LLC for your solar panels and security and surveillance system. My solar panels are getting put up in the next week or so, so I'm happy.
Okay.
Saves on light bills.
Yeah.
And then I have the Blueprint. They are chiropractors, and they also do cupping and just all type of. They do the pins where the pins, the acupuncture pins. They do all that type of stuff. Adjustments, all that. Yes. And then y'all know I sponsor myself, the Headquarters Deluxe Studios. Y'all make sure y'all come shop with me.
Hey.
Absolutely. 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 Okay, well, you have a good night. You be safe. We love you, and we will talk to you soon.
All right, love y'all too. Hey, ain't no crazy drivers in Texas. Somebody's crazy drivers in Texas. Look,
I'm on the streets right now for a reason.
She's almost home, y'all. She's almost home. So
yeah, I'm almost home. I'm leaving from a meeting. I'm not even out just riding. I left a meeting and stuff.
Businesswoman, always grinding. All right, Mama. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Bye, y'all.
Okay. Bye.
You say always grinding. I think that was her.
Sorry,
I think that was the song.
But I had the worst internet tonight.
We still push through. We pushed through
it. We got through it.
Yeah,
I was going to say, I think that's the song she walked out to. I think she walked out to
probably so. She was grinding right now.
Grinding on my life. Yeah. Nipsey Hussle.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
I think that was her song. Oh, I mean, I can talk about her and, you know, with her for days. She's great.
Exactly.
So, I mean, I want to encourage everybody to not just here in Dallas, but wherever y'all are at, you know, Arizona, Phoenix, you know, make sure you go attend, you know, these local shows. Let me tell you, they're just so much fun to attend as a fan, but the support that it gives, you know, that local boxing community is tremendous.
The local fighters, they need it. Yeah.
They need it so much, you know, so I encourage y'all. I have so much fun. I had so much fun on Saturday. It was very entertaining. It was a show that was
we had a little
really well.
We had a lot of fun.
After party was awesome. It was good times, you know, and want to thank everybody. I need to give a shout out to Miss Hilda Quiroz, because she, you know, was organized and helped her and her team, you know, handing out all the badges and stuff. So definitely make sure y'all go out, you know, think about when you go out to eat or you go watch a movie, you know, just spend it on a ticket a Saturday night when there's a local show. And man, the impact that one ticket purchase can make, and you will have a good time. Let me tell you, it's a more intimate setting and you'll have a good time.
Absolutely. Nika, what are your last words?
Tomorrow I'm going to be on No Standing 8 Boxing Talk channel. I'm going to put the link in the bio. In the chat tomorrow at 6:30. This is my BX buddy. So we'll be talking about boxing tomorrow.
Nice.
So, yeah. And then on Friday, I think I'll do, if I have energy, because I don't get any sleep, I'll do a Red Cup Nika.
Which the last Friday was amazing.
Yes. I was like, I haven't did these in a while.
You hadn't done one in a minute. Yep.
I know, I did one last Friday, so I'm gonna try to go on this Friday. But you know, I really need sleep, yo. I don't know how I function. Like, I don't even know how I'm alive right now.
I know.
But I'm here, and we're pushing through. So it was a good show tonight. So we had 3 guests.
It was even though I had like some really bad connection, but I'm gonna fix it before next Wednesday.
No, it was good.
No, I think it might have been the weather, like, that you guys are going through right now.
Girl,
your internet,
we can't handle it.
Yeah, your internet is usually pretty good. So
It's usually me.
We had 3 guests and we pushed through, so we good.
We pushed through.
We did.
We pushed through.
But
that usually happens to me.
Join us on Al Chile Brothers. We're starting as soon as Women Crushing It Wednesday ends on Chicano Prophet Channel. Yes, y'all tune in. Absolutely.
We're gonna jump.
We're gonna in the next couple of seconds. Yes, we're gonna jump over there.
We're gonna jump on. Thank you. And Nopal, if you want to go ahead and share the link, that'd be awesome. Just make it maybe a little easier for everybody to click on that, and we can join in on that. Christine, thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
our Women Crushing It Wednesday.
It's always a pleasure. Love my girls.
High fives all around.
We do the damn thing every Wednesday, and we're gonna keep doing it until the wheels fall off.
That's right. Thank you, everybody, for liking, for sharing. We appreciate y'all. And if you missed the show, you can always catch this, on the archive, on the replay. So appreciate everybody's support. MJ, Nopal, Sonteo, all the usuals. We appreciate it. So thank you.
Absolutely.
Good night,
so please subscribe, like, and share. Mwah. Love to love you. Thank you.
Bye, y'all.